Lively and Taylor Swift's friendship is over. And it is pretty crazy to me that this is the straw that broke the camel's back. According to new reports, Taylor Swift is withdrawing from Blake Lively amid the latter's legal battle with her It Ends With Us castmate Justin Baldoni. The pop diva feels Lively used her as an intimidation tactic in a lawsuit.
Taylor's like, I'm out. It's like, you know what I mean?
What are your thoughts on that, actually? Do you think that really happened? Like, that Taylor is really putting some distance there?
I definitely do, yeah.
You do?
I absolutely do. Going off, like, Taylor's songs in the past and Bad Blood and all that kind of stuff, like,
Taylor Swift is allegedly taking a step back from her friendship with Blake Lively because of this whole Baldoni-Lively drama. That is according to the Daily Mail. The Daily Mail is saying that Taylor's taking a step back from her friendship with Blake after feeling like she was used as an intimidation tactic by the actress in a lawsuit she never wanted to be embroiled.
Is Hollywood's golden couple Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds finally being exposed for their manipulative tactics? For years, they've been adored for their charm, wit, and seemingly perfect relationship. But now, rumors are swirling that their carefully crafted image is starting to crumble, and it's all tied to a dramatic legal battle involving Blake Lively, It Ends With Us director Justin Baldoni, and none other than their best friend Taylor Swift. After years of friendship, Taylor has officially cut ties with the couple. But why? What really happened behind the scenes? And how does it all connect to a massive Hollywood fallout? Today, we're diving deep into the controversy to uncover what led to the breakup of this A-list friendship and why Blake and Ryan are finding themselves on the outs with Hollywood's elite. Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, two of the most beloved celebrities in Hollywood. They've been hailed as the it couple, charming audiences with their funny banter on social media and their down-to-earth approach to fame.
The U.S. Sun reported that Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were still going to the Super Bowl with Taylor Swift despite all of the legal drama. Daily Mail just reported Blake is not attending the Super Bowl with Taylor. Blake has not left the house since this started practically. Taylor wants nothing to do with this trial and court case. That is according to a Daily Mail source. Interesting because last year when Blake joined Taylor at the Super Bowl, the Chiefs did win.
Whether it's Blake's fashion icon status on the red carpet or Ryan's hilarious posts poking fun at his wife, fans have always seen them as relatable, genuine, and most importantly, likable. But as we've learned time and time again in Hollywood, the glittering facade isn't always what it seems. Behind their perfect image, cracks are starting to show, and these cracks are becoming harder and harder to ignore. The latest allegations suggest that Blake and Ryan have been using their star power and influence in some not-so-friendly ways. And now, their golden reputation may be on the verge of collapse. For years, Blake and Ryan have worked hard to maintain their image, strategically building their brand not just as talented actors but as a couple everyone can root for. But beneath the surface, some insiders have hinted that their friendly exterior masks a much more manipulative side. And as the drama unfolds, it's becoming clearer that this power couple might have been playing a different kind of game behind the scenes. It all started with whispers. First, these were small, seemingly inconsequential rumors. There was talk that Blake and Ryan's influence in Hollywood was starting to rub some people the wrong way. Some insiders suggested that while their public personas were all about kindness and humor behind closed doors, they were far more calculating and controlling than fans might have imagined. The rumors seemed harmless at first, just a little Hollywood gossip, but then things took a more serious turn. Blake and Ryan found themselves at the center of a growing storm, and at the heart of it was their longtime friend Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is no longer communicating with Blake Lively, and I think she's being a bad friend. An inside source with Taylor Swift's team, aka Leslie Sloan or someone, is very specifically and purposely spreading the word to the Daily Mail and everyone else that Taylor is no longer communicating with Blake Lively, and in fact, she doesn't know if her friendship can bounce back, and she's reevaluating all of her friendships. Blake invited her to SNL 50, and she even said no to that. But honestly, Kim Kardashian was there. Why would she do that? Here's why I think she's being a bad friend. She's Blake Lively's godmother to her children. She has known Blake Lively for 10 plus years. She knows who this girl is. She was part of And It Ends With Us every step of the way.
For years, Taylor and Blake have been inseparable, their friendship often making headlines. But as the story unfolded, it became clear that Taylor had become deeply uncomfortable with the direction things were heading. Behind the scenes, tensions were rising, and it wasn't long before these tensions started to boil over into the public eye. Soon, Taylor would make a decision that shocked everyone. She decided to cut ties with Blake and Ryan altogether. Turning point came when Taylor Swift made a bold move. She cut ties with Blake Lively, a friend she had been close to for nearly a decade. And the reason? Blake had allegedly dragged Taylor into a legal battle that she wanted nothing to do with. Blake was involved in a legal dispute with The Ends with US director Justin Baldoni, and as the story goes, she allegedly used Taylor's name to intimidate him into accepting her demands for changes to the film. This wasn't just a small misunderstanding. Blake was reportedly making sweeping changes to the movie's script, casting choices, and production, and when she didn't get her way, she implied that her powerful friends would back her up. Taylor, who had nothing to do with the situation, was understandably furious. According to insiders, Blake referred to Taylor and her husband Ryan Reynolds as her dragons, a reference to the powerful fire-breathing protectors from Game of Thrones, to put pressure on Justin Baldoni to go along with her demands. Taylor wasn't involved in the project and certainly hadn't agreed to be used in this way, and when she found out, it was the final straw. For Taylor, this wasn't just about the legal battle, it was about trust. She felt betrayed by Blake for using their friendship as a power play. And while Taylor values loyalty, she wasn't willing to let her name be used to manipulate others. So, after years of friendship, Taylor made the difficult decision to step back and cut Blake off for good. So, what exactly did Blake do that pushed Taylor away? According to multiple reports, Blake's behavior on the set of It Ends With Us was problematic from the start. She allegedly wanted full control over the production, even though she was just supposed to be an actress in the film. Sources claim that Blake rewrote sections of the script, pushed for certain casting choices, and even made changes to the soundtrack, all without the approval of director Justin Baldoni. One of the more shocking allegations is that Blake pressured Justin into casting her friend Isabella Farah as the younger version of her character. While Isabella's casting might have seemed like a good fit on the surface, insiders say Blake had ulterior motives. She allegedly wanted someone she could control on set, someone who wouldn't challenge her decisions. And when Justin pushed back, Blake used Taylor and Ryan as leverage, making it clear that her powerful friends would stand by her side. In text messages reportedly sent to Justin, Blake described herself as Kaysai, the fierce warrior queen from Game of Thrones, with Taylor and Ryan as her dragons. It was a not-so-subtle way of saying, "I have powerful friends and they'll back me up whether you like it or not." As word spread about Blake's alleged behavior, it wasn't just Taylor who started distancing herself from the couple. Hollywood insiders revealed that more and more celebrities were quietly backing away from Blake and Ryan, not wanting to be associated with the growing drama. And it wasn't just because of the legal battle. There were whispers that Blake and Ryan's behavior behind the scenes had rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Blake and Ryan, who had long been viewed as a power couple, were suddenly being seen in a new light. Their charm and humor seemed to mask a more controlling and manipulative side, and Hollywood elites were starting to take notice. Some celebrities who were once close to the couple began to question their friendship, and soon Blake and Ryan found themselves on the outside looking in. Even Ryan, known for his light-hearted sense of humor, wasn't spared from the backlash. During the SNL 50th anniversary special, Ryan made a joke about the drama that many found tone-deaf and cringeworthy. What was once seen as playful banter now came across as dismissive and out of touch. For Blake and Ryan, the tide was beginning to turn, and their once untouchable reputation was starting to crumble. While Blake's behavior on set may have been enough to cause tension, it was her use of Taylor's name in the legal battle that ultimately led to the breakup of their friendship. According to insiders, the text where Blake referred to Taylor and Ryan as her dragons was the final straw. Taylor reportedly felt used and manipulated, like she was being dragged into a situation she had nothing to do with. For Taylor, this wasn't just about protecting her image, it was about setting boundaries. She didn't appreciate being pulled into Blake's drama, especially without her consent. And while Taylor is known for being fiercely loyal to her friends, she also knows when it's time to walk away. The fact that Taylor was willing to cut ties with Blake, despite being the godmother to her children, speaks volumes about how deeply she felt betrayed. According to sources, Taylor has been distancing herself from Blake and Ryan for some time now, and this latest incident was simply the breaking point. So, what does this all mean for Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds? With their once strong friendship with Taylor Swift in ruins and Hollywood elites starting to turn on them, their carefully crafted public image is on shaky ground. Blake and Ryan may have built a brand as Hollywood's most relatable couple, but as more details emerge about their behind-the-scenes behavior, that image is starting to fall apart. It's clear that Taylor's decision to cut ties wasn't an easy one, but it also wasn't made lightly. And as for Blake and Ryan, only time will tell whether they'll be able to recover from this controversy or if their reputation has been permanently damaged. What do you think? Did Taylor Swift make the right decision by cutting off Blake Lively? Or should she have stood by her friend during this difficult time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're here, make sure to check out our next video on the latest celebrity feuds shaking up Hollywood.